Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, this is the Divine Masculine check-in. I am really feeling to offer some, I want to say heavy-hitting assistance for the Divine Masculines today. Let's look at what is in the blind spot. Oh, I want to say I just did a lengthy video for Divine Feminines, and check that out if you would like more support that way. There's a special message for Divine Masculines at the end with a bunch of cards that came out that might coordinate with this reading. I have a hunch, but let's dive into it. So thank you, Divine Creator, for showing us what might be in the Divine Masculine's blind spot today. What would be of the most value for the Divine Masculines to consider regarding things that are confusing them at this time? What is the blind spot that can be seen? Okay, we get a card. Your world upside down, Divine Masculine. It's okay. So what do we get? Card number 19. Wow, we just did a flip. Okay. I think we're all good. Everybody okay? I'm fine. Don't worry about me. 19. Non-commitment. Bam. Oof, Divine Masculines. Okay, I'm going to read this whole thing. Let's go. So if you've drawn this sigil, no matter whether or not you're admitting it, and no matter even whether or not you're aware of it, you're not committed. Commitment is a state of dedication. It can be defined simply in this way. To commit to something is to give your energy to something. It is to put yourself into something. The more committed you are to something, the more of your energy and therefore yourself you put into that thing. If you sit with this idea of commitment for a minute, you might already be experiencing the awareness of where you are not committed, and potentially even of what exactly scares you so badly about commitment in the scenario at hand. If not, I want you to ask yourself, what is so scary about giving my energy to something or putting myself fully into something? Ask yourself this question in the context of the situation at hand. Here is a hint. Most fears on this earth boil down to the intense fear that something will be lost. For example, even if your fear is that you will gain problems, the flip side of that fear is the fear that you will lose the inner peace. Some people simply fear and therefore avoid commitment in general. The most common fear experienced by people who fear commitment is the fear of being trapped and therefore losing freedom. If you fear commitment, your fear has caused you to develop an addiction to the sweet security of escape. Decisions are the ultimate fear if you fear commitment in and of itself. You especially fear making decisions because you feel that by doing so you will lose options. You fear making the wrong decision and being trapped with the potential consequences, especially losses of that choice. And this is your personal subconscious definition of failure. If you're not committing, it's likely that you have a subconscious commitment in this situation. When it doesn't seem like we are committed, it simply means we are committed to something else. For example, a person may not seem committed on working on something because they may actually be committed to relaxing or committed to escape. We are usually operating according to a subconscious commitment when we say, "I'll try," instead of "I will." This is because for people who are genuinely committed, they own their free will, instead of leaving outcomes in the hands of other people or circumstances. We are always committing to something. Whether we are aware of what we are committed to or not is another thing. We often don't want to admit to our real commitment because it makes us feel like we are a bad person. If you've drawn this card, the only way to create any improvement in this situation is to become aware of what you are really committed to and either commit to what needs to be committed to in this situation or clearly choose not to commit and communicate that to others. You cannot have one foot in and one foot out. Amazing. Okay, so let's see a support message for divine masculines in that resonance today? What can we see energetically for the DMs in that resonance? Temple of centering, solitude, seclusion, grounding, and belonging. Oh, sweet. So belonging on the heart space. That is a heart-centered home kind of energy. This really does feel of abandonment wounds and having home ripped away from you somehow, divine masculines, to the point where you've questioned whether or not it's safe to return to that feeling because it might just be taken away again. So this doesn't matter if this happened as a child or you've lost your freedom in some way, as that card has just indicated. It's safe to come back into your heart. You can own that belonging that grounds your true self into this reality. You don't have to disassociate anymore. Divine masculine, you're allowed to seek things that are healthy for you, that resonate from that place of belonging. Crystal capacitor, storage, timed release, focused force. There's a lot of potential in the things that you bring into this world, and some of it is ahead of its time, even in regard to how it supports you. Sometimes we don't see the lessons as they unfold, but this is saying that you are moving into an energy of your full potential, into commitment, into the fullness of your being, that you are becoming at home. You have the invitation to come into yourself, your authenticity. The shoes are no longer too big. You're getting there. Beautiful energy, divine masculines. And let's see, what does this strictly apply to? What is the most applicable way to interpret this? Yeah, your healing. This is an indication of your profound healing, your heart opening and commitment, returning to the things that are worthy of your commitment. Divine masculine, getting real, not giving your energy away to the things that are in scarcity, lack mentality, but truly revisiting the things that you have run from because you've healed. You have manifested everything, every experience, every person, everything into your existence for your utmost of benefit, and to show you how you are held by all of that, how it's orchestrated in the name of love. All of the things you've witnessed can be interpreted in that context, that it is showing you where you belong. Deep, deep gratitude, divine masculines, if you've watched this reading. I see you. Your divine feminine sees you. I just cut the deck and we get the Sun, enlightenment, and the heartache, the Three of Swords. So the source of your heartache, betrayal, is being shown here. The sun is shining on it. Come into the warmth, the safety, the belonging of that knowledge. Divine masculine. Here's my King of Wands divine masculine card, and the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Truth. This is the truth of your birthright, of your empowerment, of your torch bearing, belonging in this incarnation, on the planet, on this journey, in your life. You're coming into your leadership more and more, and that is just you understanding the safety that can be found within your deep, deep heart resonance. Okay, what is it we can see for the divine masculines today? What are they thinking about the connection? What are they feeling on the heart space for their divine feminine? What are they wishing for the connection? What actions are being taken? What is the biggest block for divine masculines at this time? What is the spirit guided solution for that block? And where are the divine masculines going energetically in this connection? Okay, on the mind space, 6 of water. This is the 6 of cups. This is wishing to connect with divine feminine. Page of swords. This is the internet spying. This is the, pages are messengers. In the reverse, it can be like, no, I don't want to reach out. There is definitely an invitation for connection here on the mental space, on the conscious mind at this time. Divine masculines, I'm just feeling a really tender energy and literally resisting connecting at this time. The way this person has her head cocked to the side, it's kind of a bit femme fatale, like, so divine masculines, you might be saying, no, I couldn't connect with my divine feminine, but you can. Like, why would you be feeling that way if your divine feminine wasn't the perfect person to connect with? It's a bit of a dramatic sarcasm in a way, but do it. Come on. Okay, what is on the heart space? King of Earth. Commitment. This is the card of commitment. You are coming into commitment. The blind spot card at the beginning of this. Secretly, you want to be a fiercely committed individual, and you are secretly learning how that's done. You're learning the ropes of it, divine masculines. It does apply to this journey. It does apply to everything else you're doing in life. This is the growing pains phase. Things showing up, things happening in your reality, so that you can fully own it, so that you can come into that vibration where commitment makes sense to you. You're no longer intimidated or bound by the illusion that you will lose your freedom if you become a being of profound integrity. You always have the empowerment from that alignment. Nobody can take that from you when you trust yourself that deeply. When you're in alignment, you will always be given the words to say, the direction to go in. You will always have the surety within. Divine masculine. What are the divine masculines wishing? They're also wishing. The divine feminines just got the Ace of Wands. They are wishing, and the divine feminine got the 3 of Cups. This is I think this is actually exactly the same cards that the divine freaking feminines got in their reading. Oh my God, this is so mind-blowing. I've used totally different decks for both readings. Please watch both of those readings. Just do it. Both of them, and see. The Devil card came out for the divine feminines, and what an incredible message of seeing through the illusion through the eyes of love. Literally in the divine feminine reading, the Devil card has the twins in 2 bubbles with their backs to each other, not seeing that they are exactly the same. And here is more incredible, mind-blowing mirroring. The exact 2 same cards that the divine feminines got. Divine masculines also just want to make love, just want to celebrate, just want to get to the fun part of life. Commitment does appear to be the way to go, divine masculines, and learning on the journey how to be so sincere, how to be so in alignment that you are sure, that you have sure will, that you are solid, that you're not just faking it till you make it. And divine masculines, they just wish to be carefree and to literally offload the burden of pretense, of wearing a mask, of confusion, of giving into situations that don't serve. They want to come into joy with you, divine feminine. That's literally blowing my mind. It's actually just exploding my heart open. Oh my gosh. Okay, what actions are being taken at this time? Abundance and the Lovers, the Empress. Whoa. Divine Masculines, you're unlocking it. You really are cracking the code to your abundance, you know, your connection with higher self, so that you can be a living, walking, breathing expression of truth, of abundance, of fertility, that everything you touch will turn to gold because you've got the Midas touch, I'm hearing. You're getting it. You're understanding how to create healthy boundaries, how not to invest into situations that are not abundant, so that you keep yourself pure, so that you become eternally aligned. This is stunning. You are becoming gold. Pure gold, Divine Masculine. Like, if you doubt this about yourself, have no doubts. You are on track. And if there are difficult things in your life right now, all the more so are you so close to reaching light speed. Wow. Don't give up. Believe in yourself. Believe in the journey. Believe in your feminine. Believe in the divine. Divine Masculine. What is the biggest challenge? Free will. Oh, the biggest challenge is that you have created separation mentality in your life, and you're suddenly seeing all the things that you would want in your life if you were, I heard, brutally honest with yourself about what you really actually do feel would make you happy. You have sabotaged. You have literally used your free will to push away the things that would be most supportive and most honoring in your life. You have created that separation. Love is available to you, Divine Masculine, and you have actively told yourself otherwise and resisted exactly what would make you feel most whole. That is the challenge here. That is huge to see that. What is the spirit guided advice? Okay, we got the Empress again, which is the card of abundance. This was what are the actions of the Divine Masculines, and the Seven of Swords that came out with this commitment card to begin with in the heart space. So the message here really is, don't lie to yourself, Divine Masculine, about what would make you happy, and go in that direction. Your life is up to you. Unapologetically you is this message. Be unapologetically you. It doesn't matter who you're trying to fit in with and who you're trying to say or live up to the opinions of. We're getting another like moment of low energy where it is that simple, Divine Masculines. You've been giving away your power, trying to fit in, trying to impress something, trying to appear in some way. And this is, don't delude yourself, Divine Masculines. Go in the direction of what you really want, even if you don't think others would think that that was appropriate for you. Take the reins of your life and start accessing your true aliveness here, Divine Masculines. Where is the energy going to be going? The Hierophant and the Chariot. You are going, look at this, there's a feminine here as the High Priest. That speaks of inner union and finally moving things forward. The Sphinxes are laying down here though, so there is some potential once this happens. It's not necessarily going forward without your free will, your full free will vote, Divine Masculine. But this is, you know, a union card because there is a feminine in the seat of the High Priest. So this is you embodying your abundance, your intuition, and merging with your divine feminine, and then moving forward on a new level. Lots of major arcana, a lot of union energy here, a lot of messages pointing you towards connecting with your divine feminine in some way, and showing your divine feminine is a key to your wholeness and abundance, whether that's integration within right now, throwing off the shackles of external pressure, or if this is actually, you know, coming back into communication or commitment or loyalty with your divine feminine. This is a profound invitation to be in appreciation for what really matters to you, divine masculine, and stop playing games, I'm hearing. Okay, next cards. What can we get? Okay, let's get one of these. This is a deep reading. What can we see? Mystical Shaman Oracle for the divine masculines. What is the perfect message to close this reading with? What do the divine masculines need to see today? The Hunter. Before the dawn of agriculture, we hunted in the forest to feed our kin. The hunter never takes more than what the village needs to survive, often taking only one creature, the good kill. He is a master tracker who knows which path to follow to find success. The invitation here: rely on your own skills to traverse the thick forest that you are in to reach your destination. You need to follow the tracks left by spirit to claim your bounty, which is already prepared and being offered to you. That is the abundance. That is also your divine feminine. Do not follow the maps drawn by others, as they will not lead you true. Instead, become the map maker. Find your internal compass and use all your senses, including your common sense. Practical, grounded, authentic, realistic. This journey is not a joke, divine masculine. It's a God-given gift, and you've won the spiritual lottery by having a divine counterpart. Take advantage of that in all the best possible ways by appreciating it. Bye for now.